You're Vanderbilt women's basketball head coach. Coach, your team is getting ready for a top 5 matchup against Texas. How is your team preparing for this week?
Yes, we are plugging right along, the same as we always do. I think it's a big week for us, right? We have 3 games this week. So playing Monday night late, turning right back around and playing Thursday night. I love that they're both at home. Please come out and support us, Commodore Nation, because it makes such a difference. And then we play again on Sunday. So we've just kind of played around a little bit with some of our load this week, making sure that we're focusing on being efficient and getting good rest and recovery for our players as well.
Yeah, what's the biggest key when you're playing Texas?
Well, they're very good, obviously, in transition because they turn people over so much. They pressure the entire game full court, and a lot of their offense comes from their transition and their turnovers. So I think we just have to do a very good job, a much better job than we've done in the past, especially this year with teams that like to pressure, whether it's in the half court, the full court, taking care of the basketball and getting good shots. So that even if we don't make a basket, we're not giving them transition opportunities off of our turnovers and poor shot selection, number one. And number two, our defense and rebounding. That just has to be solid day in and day out. It doesn't mean that we're going to hold them scoreless, but we've got to do a good job knowing our personnel and making sure that we understand their first and second options, taking those away and being really dominant on the backboard in terms of just physicality, getting in there, not giving them easy putback buckets and fouls.
How is Texas different than any team you've seen this year, especially with a player like Madison Booker?
Every team is unique in the SEC. I think Texas is really, they really know who they are. So, the ball is going to find Madison Booker. She's extremely lethal in the mid-range. I think Rory Harmon is a really dynamic point guard. She understands how to run the team. She's a defensive menace. And then they have size. So Kyla Oldeker in the middle. And then, Justice Carlton has come along really well. And they have some shooters now, too. So there's lots of that they have. I think their style of play lends itself to take advantage of all of that. So they do like getting downhill, but then they have kids that can spot up at the three-point line, and they have presence inside. So it creates a unique challenge defensively because there's lots of different threats on the floor. And so for us, it's just sticking to our principles, right? And making sure that we take away their number one thing, whether it's the player or the team in terms of what they're doing. What I don't think they do right now, they're only averaging 4 threes a game. So that's something that we're going to be taking a look at as well.
What's the biggest thing you want to build on from the Oklahoma game going forward with Texas and then also with the remaining 5 games?
I think people are probably getting so tired of hearing me say this, but the energy and effort just around our preparation for that game, the lessons that we learned, the response that we had from the really tough week and a half was critical to us being able to perform. So that performance against Oklahoma was days and weeks in the making from the lessons that we had learned, from the responses that we had talked about having, and then they got an opportunity to actually do it. And they did it from start to finish. And that was what I want our team to take away. We learned and we grew, and that's what performance is. Performance is learning. We had a couple of really tough performances. We had some adversity, and then we learned and we grew from it. So I think what I'm hoping is that that's helping us create better habits so that our behaviors and the way that we prepare and the way that we show up on game day is just like clockwork. It doesn't dip and rise depending on our circumstances, how we feel, whether we're at home or away, all of those things. I think that was what made the biggest difference against Oklahoma.
How big was it for Aubrey Galvin to have a game like that, especially before going up against Rory Harmon?
It was huge, right, for her to play that well against a team that is such a well-coached team, against Aaliyah Chavez. Also, though, how fun was it? I think that's how Aubrey likes to play. She plays freely. She enjoys playing basketball. Her shots were going in. But whether or not they're going in, I want to make sure she understands how much all the other things that she does on the court impact us positively for us to win. I thought her defense was really good. Her playmaking was really good, and she ran the team well. So hopefully she shoots like that all the time, but I know she won't. And we just have to make sure all the other things stay solid.
Coach, over the last week and a half or so, what has been different in practice to shore up those turnovers and play better under pressure, especially coming up against the aggressive defense?
Yeah, I think that the biggest difference is the focus that our kids have had. I haven't had to coach them to bring their energy up, to stay focused, to be disciplined, so we're able to get through things efficiently and quickly, and we're both having a good time, right? So we have to understand how important that is. And I think there's a lot that you can say about basketball teams, the strategy and technique and stats, right? Points and rebounds. But when you have a winning culture, when you have a locker room that runs itself, when you have a player-led team and they show up like, no, we need to get this right. We have to prepare this way. Coach, what do you have next for us? Then you know you're going somewhere. And that's how my team has been.
Would you say that they're, like, I say, back on the real fine now? You started out, kind of get that ball. Was it just them getting reset in the mind and say, hey, we gotta really buckle in?
Yeah, I think it's more getting back to us. You knew adversity was going to come. I've been a part of lots of teams that have gone undefeated. I think that's really hard to do in basketball. And I would have loved to go undefeated, but I knew adversity was going to come at some point. And it did. And now how do you respond? And I thought they did a really good job of that and just being us. We don't have to be anything more than that, but we can't be less. So we had to get back to being us, and that's what we've been doing.
But the way Michaela Blakes is playing, it seems like she's a little maybe underappreciated in the national spotlight. With conversations you've had with her, does that at all motivate her to maybe kick down the door even more and be like, hey, like, I'm here?
I think that Michaela has always had a chip on her shoulder. And I don't think she really cares what the outside world thinks or the amount of attention that she gets. She just wants to win. She wants to win, and she's going to do whatever it takes to win. I care because I think that there should be more attention around her. I think that the things that she's done for our team this year and last year have been a little bit underappreciated, and that she is the best player in the country. And there's lots of arguments around it. But you can't tell me that there's a kid that's more valuable to their team. There just is not. And so in terms of all the conversations around who's up for National Player of the Year, who's up for SEC Player of the Year, all of that, it's going to be ongoing from week to week and day to day. But that kid has been the same since she's been here. She's doing things that have never been done before, at least, or haven't been done in a long time, never been done before here. And she has made us a national powerhouse this far. So yes, we haven't done anything yet, but we are, fifth in the country right now. We're 23-2. Some of the records our program has broken this year are a direct reflection of the impact that she has had on our team. And our team has rallied around her. She's made everybody better as well.
Piggybacking off of that, this game, obviously 4 and 5, not televised nationally. It's just a streaming game.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts and emotions around that?
I try to control what I can control. And, I think for us, we're just going to keep our head down and keep doing the work. And I know in the end, that will pay off. And so I'll keep fighting for my team, but my focus right now is my team. And so I love that you asked the question. That's important. Bring it to the spotlight. It should be, but it's not. And so hopefully the next time we have a game like this, and there will be a next time, it will be. And that will mean that we both know we made an impact and the sport is growing.
Mitchell had to play with a face mask the other night against Oklahoma. Do you have any kind of update on that?
Well, she got hit in the nose pretty hard. I think we're still trying to figure out how to help her protect it. But right now, that's it. So we're figuring out different ways to help her protect it. But our doctors are still working with her on what the actual diagnosis is.
Coach, how important is it tomorrow night for the bench to be at their best game as well? You need some contributions off that bench, points here and there, and not even points, just rebound, whatever you need.
I think that's the focus, right? Like, it's important again, when we talk about being us, it's like you don't have to be anything more than who you are, but we need you to be the best here tomorrow. So our bench, they all bring different things, and they all need to be ready to go, as we saw last game. But they've been doing a really good job in practice of that. And I think that's important to remind them, whether we're playing the first game of the season or tomorrow against the number 4 team in the country, and we're at the tail end of our, regular season. You just have to be the best version of you. Do what you're great at. Go out there and make a positive impact on our team to help us win. And that will be exactly what we need from them.